With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before?
And now the rookie's free. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Touchdown, Bills. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. May going to throw right away. There's Chris Olave. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's May. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Tomlinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Again, Tomlinson. And this time he's in for a Raven touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Williams. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll run him. Here's Cook. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
A gain of 15. First down, Buffalo.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Stop made there by Julius Peppers.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Throwing is Williams. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bills are able to widen their advantage. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, you gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. They go again to Tomlinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's May. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
14. Ravens 12.
Boy, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he is caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Cook up the gut. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Myers' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they they stop him behind the line. It was Clelin Ferrell who was able to rush in and make that tackle. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. To throw, Williams. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Javon Curse. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Looking to throw is Williams. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
First down and goal to go at the 7-yard line.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
What is that?
Play action. Now Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And Williams is in for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd down and back to Tomlinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Looking to throw. May. He finds Tomlinson as running back. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Anthony Fertzer from 6 yards away. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
The Ravens.
May going to try to throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points.
Bills 24, Ravens 20.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
To the air, Williams. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for a Bills.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
47-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Formation.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. And the drive will start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's got Fertzer. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
At the 33-yard line.
From the pistol, Tomlinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. And here to hook up good to Victor Cruz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
The kicker on.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
That was an